Binge eating is so much more than just feeling out of control with food. That is one aspect that you might be experiencing right now. You might be someone who feels out of control. You're like, as soon as I have something sweet, that's when I lose control. As soon as I have a bite of something sweet, one cookie turns into two, and two turns into three, and three turns into four, and then I'm in the pantry and I'm grabbing something savory, and then I'm going back to the ice cream, and then I'm eating this. You might be in a place where you're out of control with food. But binge eating is not just about feeling out of control with food. That's like the umbrella. But there's so many other aspects that fall underneath that, like constant food thoughts. You're out for dinner and you're like, okay, I really want the pizza. I really want the pizza. And I know that I should probably order the pizza because it's important to eat what I want and to have what I'm craving. But what if it doesn't make me feel good? But am I going to regret it? Am I going to feel bloated? Okay, maybe I should just order the salad then. Okay, but I'm not even wanting the salad. I know it's not going to be satisfying. I'm going to be thinking about pizza the whole time. And I'm probably going to come home and end up eating what I really want. But I said that my health is a priority. And the salad's probably going to make me feel better, so maybe I should order the salad. But then I know that it's not what I want, so maybe I should order the pizza. And you are going back and forth in your mind, constantly thinking about food. Should I be eating this? Did I get enough protein throughout the day? Okay, but I said that I wanted to change my body. So if I wanted to change my body, do I really need the cookie? But also, I know that I should just allow myself to eat the cookie, because if I try to deprive myself from the cookie, sure, I might not have it after lunch, but tonight I'm probably going to have an entire row of cookies. You're constantly thinking about food. You have this love-hate relationship with food. It's literally your best friend, and it's also your enemy at the same time. My husband used to say it's like this unwanted roommate that's like always there, and you're like, I don't want you here. You love it because it gives you pleasure. It's one of the most pleasurable things in your life. It gives you comfort. It gives you joy. It gives you relief at the end of the day. It gives you relief if you're stressed. You know that food's going to be there for you. If you're overwhelmed, if you're anxious, you know that it takes 2 seconds for you to go into the pantry, to grab something to eat, and temporary moment of relief, temporary moment of comfort, temporary moment of pleasure. You like it. You love it. But you also hate it at the same time. Like, why? Why is this the most pleasurable part of my life? Why is food the number one source of pleasure in my life? I don't think that's normal. You have this love-hate relationship. I love it, so I keep going back to it, but then I also hate it. And this is what makes you frustrated, because you don't like the way that it makes you feel when you're constantly using food for comfort, when you're stressed, when you're anxious, when you're bored. It's literally like every time you need something, every time you're anxious or stressed or bored or lonely, it's like you always go to food, and that frustrates you because you're like, that's not normal. Some people, when they're stressed, they go to a yoga class, and I'm in the pantry. Make that make sense? So you hate it, but you keep going back to it because it's like, oh, but I know how good it's going to make me feel. Even if it's just temporary. Even if it's just temporary. It feels good. And yeah, that's the frustration is hard. It definitely is, because it's like, why am I continuing to do something that makes me feel like crap? Why am I continuing to use food for comfort when I know that that's not actually supportive in the long run? But it's like you keep going back to it because It's a habit. And I talk about this. This is why I talk about the importance of rewiring your brain. So binge eating is not just, I feel out of control with food. Binge eating can also mean I am constantly thinking about food. Like you're eating lunch and you're already thinking about what's for dinner. You're eating dinner and you're like, is this enough protein? Did I get my vegetables in? But do I really need the extra carbs? But maybe I shouldn't have a slice of bread. Okay, but the rice looks really good, but should I have it? I don't know. Maybe I should. And you're constantly thinking about food. You have a love-hate relationship with food, so it's like you hate it and you love it at the same time. It's the most pleasurable part of your day. You might not be binging per se, but maybe you're overeating. And after every single meal, you're like, oh, I didn't really need that second bowl of pasta. Maybe you're not overeating, you're just mindlessly snacking, especially in the evening. It's so habitual. It's like after dinner, before bed, it's like, I just want something. I just want a snack. And you know it's mindless. Or maybe you're at a social event and the food's in front of you and you're not even paying attention to the conversation. You're so focused on the food in front of you and you find yourself, you're like grazing, you're just mindlessly snacking. And you're like, I'm literally not even hungry, but it's in front of you. So I wanted to come on here and talk about this because although I say, I'm a binge eating coach and, I can help you stop binge eating. There are so many of my clients there are some clients who, yes, are struggling with binge eating and having these strong urges. It feels like I have to give in. But then I have other clients that are like, Lorna, I've worked through that. I'm not having really a lot of strong urges. I'm not like out of control with food, but I can't stop thinking about food. Every time I need something, every time I'm stressed, if I have a very overwhelming day, I just turn to food. It's like finally me time at the end of the day. It's like, I've been go all day. Finally, time for myself. And when you don't know how to just be with yourself, because let's be honest, we weren't taught how to just be. We're always taught to do something. Come on, stand up, be productive. Come on, go for the walk, go to the gym. Oh, what's on your to-do list? Don't be lazy. Don't sit on the couch. We've been so conditioned to always do something. And so at the end of the day, when there's maybe not much else to do, or you're just exhausted, you literally can't do anything because you've been doing all day, you don't know how to just be with yourself. And there might be a little bit of guilt. I work with a lot of clients that have a very unhealthy relationship with rest. It's like, I can't just sit here. There's still the dishes, and I could be cleaning my floor, and I could be reading this book. Maybe I should go for this walk. And you don't know how to just be with yourself. You always feel like I need to be doing something. But when you're too exhausted to do the laundry, the cooking, the cleaning, it's like the only thing I have energy for is to eat. Doesn't require much energy. I'm numbing out. Doesn't require much energy at all. It's like I can just grab the pint of ice cream, the bag of chips, some chocolate. I don't even have to think. Heck, I'm not even feeling. So I can do that. Yeah, I don't want to do the dishes. I don't want to do the laundry. I don't even want to read a book or hop into a bath. That seems like so much work. I'm just going to eat. This is what I can support you with. And I know that what you want more than anything is to just eat like a normal person again. You want to be free. You know that the things that you are doing with food are not normal, regardless of what it is, whether it's constant food thoughts, whether it's whenever I'm feeling a certain emotion, I turn to food, whether it is, maybe you're even struggling with body image and that's causing you to think about food so much more, because when you're eating, you're like, but is this going to make me gain weight? Okay, but I said I wanted to change my body. I'm not happy with the way that I look. So maybe I should eat this instead, but I really want this. And then you're going back and forth. When I say rewire your brain to stop binge eating is the umbrella that I talk about. But what I can support you with is getting rid of the constant food thoughts, healing your love-hate relationship with food, adding in more pleasure into your life so food isn't the number one source of pleasure in your life. Getting your hunger and fullness cues back so you don't leave the restaurant always feeling like I need to clear my plate. Rewiring your brain is not just about binge eating and let's not give in to our urges. Rewiring your brain is to be able to have your lunch without your mind spiraling 1,000,000 miles per minute. Should I eat this? Should I not? Did I get enough protein? Is there enough vegetables? But should I have the rice? No, should I not have the rice? Should I order the salad? Should I have the pizza? Rewiring your brain to get rid of your constant food thoughts. Rewire your brain so that when you are having a very overwhelming day, you feel safe to actually relax at the end of the day versus needing to soothe yourself with food. Rewiring your brain to see that stopping when you're satisfied and stopping when you're comfortably full isn't restriction. It's the greatest form of self-love. That's what I mean by actually rewiring your brain. Rewiring your brain to even heal your relationship with rest, because when you have an unhealthy relationship with rest, that's when you're mindlessly snacking. You don't know how to just be with yourself, so you just eat to fill the void, to fill the space of the discomfort of do I just sit here? My hair appointment is in 30 minutes, but I still have 30 minutes. I don't know, what do I do? I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to go in the kitchen. I'm just going to eat something before I go. You don't know how to just be with yourself. So you have to rewire your brain to see that rest is productive, to train your body to just be. You don't always need to be doing something. This is what I talk about when I say rewire your brain. I had someone message me this morning and she said, I'm not really out of control with food. I've kind of worked through that, but I'm still having constant food thoughts. Food is always the thing that I go to. And I said, yeah, this is what my clients are experiencing as well too. And when it comes to how long does rewiring your brain take, everybody is different. But what I will say, the most important thing is to not worry about how long it's going to take. What you should be focusing on is what can I do every single day to start rewiring my brain? So many people are like, but how long is it going to take? But how long? How long? How long? And everybody's so used to these quick fixes, right? In the past, it was do this 8-week challenge and you're going to lose 20 pounds. Everybody wants a quick fix. To be honest, what I was most focused on wasn't how long is it going to take me to rewire my brain. What I was focused on is, getting the right support, learning the proper tools, and then implementing the tools every single day. And then I was just rewiring my brain, and it happened much faster. When you're so worried about how long is it going to take, right? When you're so worried about how long is it going to take, that puts pressure. I have this conversation with my clients all the time that come up on coaching calls, and we have these conversations. And, as soon as you put a timeline, it's but I'm not there yet. And then you shame yourself, but I'm not there yet. You shame yourself, and if you feel bad because you're not there yet, then you eat more because you're not there yet, and then it actually stalls progress. Versus, I'm going to release the timeline. I'm going to show up every single day I'm going to conquer binge eating. I'm going to show up every single day implementing the tools that I teach. I'm going to show up. This is what my clients, My clients are like, you know what, Lorna, I'm going to show up. I'm going to use the brain-based tools that you teach. I'm going to plug into your badass community. I'm going to show up for myself every single day. And then they're the ones that actually conquer binge eating so much faster because they're not worried about how long is it going to take. What they're actually focused on is what can I do today that's going to take me one step forward to being less impulsive with food. That's going to allow me to quiet the food noise in my mind. That's going to allow me to process my stress and my overwhelm without needing to grab something to eat. And if you focus on that, you'll conquer binge eating so much faster than how long is it going to take? And the truth is as well too, I attract a lot of people inside of my badass community, inside of the Root and Rewire membership, inside of my programs. They don't want a quick fix. I actually have people specifically come to work with me because they're like, Lorna, your program is 6 months, 12 months. I purposely chose you to mentor me, to coach me, because I know that I've spent 10 years, 20 years restricting my food, taking foods out of my diet, seeing food as good versus bad. Having this love-hate relationship with food, constantly using food as a source of pleasure. And I know that that's not going to be, I can't snap my finger and all of a sudden tomorrow that just disappears. I know that I have to actually do the work to repair my relationship with food, and I'm ready for that. The people that I attract in my world, they're ready to put in the work. They're ready to take action. They're so ambitious. And this is why I posted about this, I think, on my story. And I said, there is a difference between join a community. Join a community. Yes, this will be available if you go to my profile later. I'll keep it up. There's a difference between join a community. If you join a community, you might feel less alone, right? You're with other people that are like, oh, I'm struggling. But sometimes the mindset isn't correct. It's like, oh, I just binge. I don't know if I'm ever going to get over this. Oh, this is so hard. Oh, my urges are so strong. Oh, I overate. I'm such a failure. That's not what my badass community is about. These are the ladies who are driven, ambitious, committed. They're positive. Even after they just maybe overeaten, it's like, hey guys, I'm just sharing. I overate a little bit too much for dinner, but you know what? I'm picking myself back up. I know this is a process. I'm going to go into the portal. I'm going to watch one of the trainings. I'm just sharing here. And I know that tomorrow is going to be a better day. That's the difference. This is not just about join any community. Because if you join the wrong community, that cannot be good either, because then you don't have their positive mindset. When you're around other people that have a positive, badass mindset, these are badasses who are driven, committed, who will lift you up, who will remind you that you're strong, who will remind you that you can do hard things, who will remind you that tomorrow's a brand new day, it makes the biggest difference. This is why I say we have a badass community inside of the Root and Rewire membership. So I wanted to come on here and share this because regardless of the spectrum of what you're going through, maybe you are feeling out of control with food, or maybe you've kind of worked through the urges and feeling out of control with food, but maybe you're still overeating, or maybe you're still having constant food thoughts. Maybe you're doing some emotional eating. It's like, every time I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just in the pantry. This is what I support you with. I want to help you get back to eating like a normal person again. So that the date night that you go in with your husband, you're actually present. You're not thinking after you ordered, should I go back and tell the waiter that I actually really want the pizza? Because I ordered the salad thinking that that was a better option, but maybe I should have ordered the pizza. When you're so in your head thinking about food, you cannot be present with the people that you love. And so many people come to work with me because they want more time, more presence with their family. It's like, I just want to be more present with my family. I want to be more calm. It's really hard to be calm when you're constantly thinking about food. And then it's really hard to be calm when you're pissed off at yourself because You had an overwhelming day and you didn't know how to process your emotions, so then you just went into the pantry and ate too much. Are you more likely to snap at your children, snap at your husband after that? Of course. I want to help you get back to feeling like your true self again. I always say, I want to help you get back to the woman that you know is within you, the badass that you know is within you. Because deep down, you know that the things that you do with food pull you away from actually feeling like the truth of who you are. You know, when I was struggling with my relationship with food and constant food thoughts and then just eating for no reason, I'm like, this isn't the real me. This isn't the real me. This isn't Lorna. I didn't feel like myself. So I want to help you get back to feeling like yourself again. Be normal around food. You know, like you just see your friends, and they just like eat like a normal person. They go to the restaurant, they order what they want. Once they're done, they just leave food on their plate like it's not that big of a deal. And you're like, I want that. You just had like a cookie and like, that's it? I want to be able to do that. This is what I mean by eating normally, having a healthy relationship with food. So no matter what your spectrum, binge eating, overeating, mindless snacking, constant food thoughts, I got your back. I got your back. So if you resonated with this, I would highly recommend jumping into the Root and Rewire membership. Hey, Petra. I really recommend joining the Root and Rewire membership. Petra, I was just talking about how, you know, this is not just about feeling out of control with food. Having a healthy relationship with food is about getting rid of the food noise. It's about getting back to feeling like yourself again. It's about trusting yourself. It's about processing your emotions without needing something to eat. It's about having a better relationship where there's not this love-hate relationship with food. It's a normal, balanced relationship with food where truthfully, food's not on your mind. You're not even thinking about food. You're so busy living your life, being present, laughing, making memories, instead of worrying about like, oh my God, did I eat too much? Did I get enough protein? But should I have had the salad? Okay, but I really wanted the pizza, but like maybe I should have the salad, but I really want the pizza. There's no back and forth in your mind. You feel free. You are free from a decade-long battle with food. You're free after spending 10 years, 20 years restricting constant food thoughts, love-hate relationship with food. It's done. You have the rest of your life to be present with the people that you love the most, to live your life, to enjoy your life, making memories with the people that you love. This is why we are put on this planet, on this earth. You are not put on this planet to be spending all day worrying about what you're going to eat next. Worrying about, did I eat too much? Did I eat too little? You're just present in your life. You love your life. You're happy. You're full of joy. You're so full of joy. You don't need food to give you that source of pleasure. You're happy. You love yourself. This is what it's all about. So the Root and Rewire membership is the best place to join. It's 6 or 12 months. This is where I help you rewire your brain so that you can eat like a normal person again. This is not just about binge eating. This is about getting rid of the constant food thoughts. This is about being able to process your emotions without using food for comfort. There are so many incredible people inside of the badass community. There's so many people that have actually conquered binge eating, and now we're working through their food thoughts. We're working through their overeating. Some of my clients are like, I have 4 kids. I'm so overwhelmed, and I'm just using food every single time that I'm overwhelmed, and I'm helping them work through that. You're going to feel so seen in this space. I'm so passionate about this. On our monthly coaching calls, you come up, you ask whatever it is that you need support with, and I give you direct coaching. There's an entire portal of trainings, literally everything that you need to know about having a better relationship with food. How to stop thinking about food 24/7. There's a training on emotional eating, how to be able to feel, how to be able to have an overwhelming day and not go into the pantry. How to be able to still have health and fitness goals. Right? I know some of you guys care about your health, you care about your fitness, but you want to do it in a way where you're not messing up your relationship with food. I got you. You know my health is top priority for me. I never threw my health out the window when I healed my relationship with food. I actually got healthier. Imagine that. I got healthier. I feel so freaking good. But you have to do things properly. This is not about remove this and remove this. It's about rewiring your brain to see food differently. And not only will you have a normal relationship with food, you'll actually be healthier. You'll feel like so damn good in your own skin. That's what I want for you. So you got the portal of trainings. There's a portal of trainings that's literally everything that you need. My body of work that I've been doing for the past years, it's like everything that you need. It's like anytime you're like, okay, I've just been thinking about food way too much. You go into the portal, there's trainings on how to stop thinking about food 24/7. How to be able to just focus with the people that you're with, be present with the people that you're with, instead of like having a ping pong ball going back and forth in your mind. You got the trainings, you got monthly coaching with me, so that it's not just learn the information, it's I'm going to help you work through it. What do you need support with this week? Come up, share your wins. You got the badass community that's going to be there to cheer you on. And like I said, this is not like a community, just any community. These are ambitious, driven, committed people who see you, who will uplift you, who will remind you. It doesn't matter how long you've struggled with your relationship with food for. It doesn't matter if you struggled with restriction in the past and, you spent 10, 20, 30 years of your life having food consume your life. It doesn't matter. You can conquer. And then every month, there's something new that I'm bringing forward, whether it's a masterclass or whether it's a challenge. So every month you have confidence that you're bettering your relationship with food. Every single month you're having less food thoughts. Every single month you're learning how to process, how to feel, how to be less impulsive. This is the greatest thing that I've ever created. I'm so excited about the Root and Rewire membership. And when you join now, you are actually getting my program called Eliminate Your Urges. And urges aren't just binge urges. There's urges to emotionally eat. There's urges to overeat. There's urges to habitually snack when you know you're not hungry. There's urges to just eat because the food's in front of you. So I'm so excited. You're going to get that program included when you join the Root and Rewire membership right now. And that program is going to be included, and it's daily trainings with me. You're going to have me plugged into your ear. It's like, whether it's like, I'm not even hungry, but like my husband pulled out a snack and now I want food. It's like, I'll help you not act on those urges. Or it's like, you're feeling really anxious. You don't know how to feel your anxiety. And it's like, okay, let me just eat to make me feel better. I'll help you not act on that urge. So I'm fired up. I'm so excited. I can't wait to welcome you with open arms inside of the Root and Rewire membership. It's one of the greatest things that I've created, and I know that this is it for you. I know that this will be the breakthrough for you. When you show up, when you're committed to yourself, when you plug into our badass community, when you implement the tools that I'm teaching you, it's inevitable that you're going to have a better relationship with food. I know you want this. I know that you're committed. You just want to be free. You want to eat like a normal person again. And this is the program to join. So at 6 or 12 months, you can message me membership. We've had like 4 or 5 people message me this past weekend. So message me the word membership, and I will share the pricing details with you guys. There's options for 6 months, or some people go for 12 months. So I will send you all that information, and I'm so excited to support you. This is my life's work. Like, I wake up every single day like, how can I change someone else's life? Because using these tools changed my life. It's why now, I can go to a social event and I'm not even thinking about food. I'm so present with the people that I'm there. I'm laughing. I feel like myself. It doesn't feel like I'm living this double life. It's like I feel like the real me. I can just show up authentically as myself. I'm not thinking about, oh my God, did I eat too much? What do people think? Are people looking at my arms? Or people looking at my stomach? There's none of that when you have a healthy relationship with food. You have a better intimate life with your partner, a better relationship with your family, with your children. You're more present, you're more grounded, like everything changes. And I'm so freaking fired up for those of you guys who say yes to yourself and commit to this process. It doesn't matter what you've tried in the past. It doesn't matter if you've tried 100 million things in the past. You have to be open to a new approach, a new way of doing things, and a new way of doing things like rewiring your brain that you've maybe never heard of before, you've never done before. I made a post on this and I said, if you just continue doing what you've always done, you're going to get the same results that you've always had. Rewiring your brain is about doing things differently, having a different perspective on things, being open to a new approach. That's how you get different results. So I'm fired up. I'm so excited. I can't wait to welcome you with open arms and just celebrate you, coach you, guide you into the most effortless, balanced relationship with food. So message me the word membership, and I'm so excited to have you inside. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.